watching the Eternal Tournament Series.
And we are back for the finals. SirRhino here, and joining me in the booth, as always, for this ETS weekly finals is aka Chibi. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? We find ourselves at this final round, so hopefully everybody's doing great after an amazing day of exciting matches, lots of up and downs. We find ourselves with Chalice and Felon Control in the finals. Kamado on Chalice, aLUNEX on Felon Control.
Oh yeah.
We've seen both of these decks a couple different times. I don't think there's a ton to say. Again, recap on Kamado's Chalice list, the lack of Great Parliament. aLUNEX, we just went over. So I say let's go ahead and get the players started.
Yeah, the quick footnotes here is aReNGee's Gift is inside board, aLUNEX none main deck.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we've got two pre-board games where the aReNGee's Gift casts its shadow over this matchup, and everybody just starts positioning and playing around that. We are in a Control v2 matchup, but we're going to give these players a go so we can get the blistering fast action of these two decks underway.
But yes, blistering is one word that I use. I actually, my eyes, they're blistering as we speak.
Yeah, and a whole lot of shiny cards going to be putting in work here. I think both decks might be full.
I will not complain.
So it should be some good stuff as we get the message into those players. But it looks, while we are waiting for them, maybe we can talk about the matchup. Oh, no, there's a mulligan. It's getting resolved. Kamado mulls into a 2-power hand with 2 uncapped Temple Scribes.
How do you like about that mull from Kamado? I actually didn't mind as opener, especially since you're against Felon Control. Like, you're against another control deck. Like, so you can.
Yeah, I thought they actually had kept it. But
yeah. All right. Well, now we get to see a Kothon come down. Early aggression, baby. Woo!
It's something. Draws first blood. aLUNEX could plop down a 2/5 here to block it, but doesn't care too much. Instead, wants to draw some cards with Wisdom and take a beating for now. As Kamado misses power, stuck onto, and aLUNEX will start to curve out, although not really going to be able to put pressure down. Kamado's still stuck on power, but the second they find any, start to develop their hand again as Amber Acolyte will scratch, catch them back up. It's just a question of, will it be too little too late? Mm-hmm. There it is, though. Elysian Banner comes.
Yeah, we'll get to play that Amber Acolyte coming down. That's going to give the 4th power from Kamado there. Also, heads-up play for Kamado. They're not blocking that Felon Bloodcaster with the Kothon, because, yes, the Kothon would still live, but it would have 1 point of damage left on them. And we see in hand that aLUNEX does have that Vara's Favor, so they would have been able to finish off that Kothon. Yep,
good points there as Kamado finds more power, doesn't play out the Temple Scribes, though. Instead wants to hold up this Island's Choice as this Champion of Cunning comes down crucially with an Aegis up. So the idea here being you use Island's Choice, clear the Aegis on Champion of Cunning, then use Harsh Rule. But it looks like aLUNEX is going to go to clear the board here with Lightning Storm and and Vara's Favor.
Yeah.
And this Harsh Rule is going to take out a Champion of Cunning and 2 Bloodcasters that haven't activated yet.
Yes, and
that is huge.
And it's also getting that Vara's Favor in Lightning Storm.
Yeah, so I think Kamado is a game now. Like, aLUNEX is going to have to draw real hot off the top of the deck to win this one.
I mean, Steward of the Past is a start for sure. At least it's something that isn't easily dealt with.
Yeah, it's a start, but Kamado gets the Temple Scribe down, develops one of the Chalices out. aLUNEX finds an Island's Favor for that 8th power, so now Vara becomes a little more alive. And Permafrost shuts down a Chalice activation. And Steward crucially dodges this Island's Choice. So Kamado's at 8, though, and doesn't have to worry about their opponents having much reach. This aLUNEX's build is not playing any kind of Channel of the Tempest main deck, so Kamado doesn't have to worry. Instead, continues to develop their hand.
Which, as we go through this, I'm curious to see if aLUNEX will end up bringing that in, given only the 2 protects for Kamado. Not a real way to build up Aegis and gives them a little bit more reach in this control matchup.
Another Permafrost comes out from aLUNEX there, just trying to get this active. Kamado has a Kothon here as well. Although might choose to just play Kothon and activate it, play Kothon and Chalice, and that's what we see here. Takes to the skies.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a swing from Stewart. I mean, just theoretically.
Ooh, Storm off the top. Witch Storm
Witch
clears the board. Stewart gets in for another 3 damage, but again, Kamado ain't dead yet and has a Harsh Rule in hand.
Yeah, and that Wisdom of Elders is going to help things along too, plus the 2 chalices. Yeah. But even still, like this, that's still not a bad turn.
Lunix is trying. It's trying and is getting in range to set up something like Vara with Champion of Cunning or something like that. But that Desert Marshal draw from Kamado is going to be pretty key, and finding a way to pop an Aegis and make Island's Choice a little bit better here. And again, Lunix has to draw something. And Seek Power, not quite the something you're
Not yet, at least. No. And, Lumen Defender.
Yeah. So, it took a bit for Kamado to turn this, but they did. And now it's looking over here for it's going to have real hot. Felmbanner's not going to do it, and I think that's going to close the door on this one.
Yeah, that kind of starts spelling the beginning of the end there with that Lumen Defender.
Yep. Kamado just finding more Chalice targets and more Chalices and more channels and more everything, and Lunix is drowning in the flood, I suppose. Although both players have the same amount. That wasn't quite what happened this game, right? It was Harsh Rule took out 3 units, and 2 of them didn't get to draw cards yet.
Yeah, I'm like Black Sky Harbinger, and Lunix is kind of been it's about the same amount of power. So yeah, Black Sky Harbinger does a little bit here, but I don't even think that's enough to really get anything going.
Now this one, a Vera bringing back a Champion of Cunning at least is cool, but even then you're still just kind of dead. You're down to 10 right now as a Lunix. There's a Steward, and that's going to be game number 1 in the book.
Yeah. Well, assuming.
Yeah, Channel of Tempest will hit Steward.
Okay.
We'll move. These players, it might have been a long day.
So just don't want to catch the chickens before they hatch, But congratulations, congratulations to Kamado there, pulling it out over Lunix for game 1. We're immediately going to be going into game 2. So let's see if they're already queued up for it.
And that just goes to show you, just because you're stuck on 2 for a little bit doesn't mean you're going to lose the game, right? You just got to use your resources correctly, find the right windows to turn it around, and turn it around. Sure. Chalice being the cardiac kid there.
How do you feel about this hand from Kamado?
I am waiting for.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Players just playing some power back and forth. Lunix, go ahead and getting that Seek power, shooting that out. I'm definitely. Go ahead.
Yeah, this hand from Kamado could use some primal power, but finds it be okay. And there it is.
All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're done. We're good.
Yeah,
here.
so Lunix is going to go Primal Sigil Island Sphere there rather than playing out a Shadow Sigil. Going to try and, I guess, get as much Primal sources here as possible to get this double Champion of Cunning hand to both have an Aegis when they come down and have flying.
And the flying, yeah. Both of which very, very important in this matchup.
Yeah, it's always fun, like in certain when you play Felon Control, to figure out, is this a Rush Primal matchup or Rush Shadow matchup for these champions?
Yeah.
And that is one of the fun things you can do with Felon, is figuring out how to deploy your power. Even though you're just a 2-faction deck, what influence you have is still really important because of Champion of Cunning.
Very much so. Now we're going to see this Withering Witch come down. If Kamado gets a power off the top just like that,
still activate it. Yeah.
Yeah, not looking great.
So Lunix can go Black Sky Harbinger as the follow-up, and that's what we see here. It takes the Kothon out of the sky, but that owl remains. And Kamado's got plenty of gas in the tank. He's just got to figure out how to distribute it, how to use it.
Yeah, so we'll see. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see a champion come down next turn from a Lunix?
It doesn't seem like Lunix has many other options here. Champion won't start buffing anything yet, but at least it is a big flying Aegis unit. I'd be surprised if the Linux had a better place here, although this block might get something else out, although you can do both anyways. Yeah, Champion of Cunning comes out. Kamado not blocking there because then a Vera's Favor could push it off. And, yeah, Lumen Defenders are going to start gaining life, but these champions can put on quite a clock.
Yes, they can, and they can attack in pretty fearlessly to these owls.
Yeah, Kamado did deploy that Combray healer earlier, so that's already one tool down that can pop Aegis off this Champion of Cunning. So right now, Kamado's options for popping Aegis are Channel the Tempest. Not exactly the most efficient way to go about it. So they're going to be hoping to find Desert Marshals or more Combray healers off the Temple Scrap, or Amber Acolyte, or Chalice activation. Whatever way they're going to draw cards here. Linux opted to not play another Champion of Cunning there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe worried about like harsh rule into a silence and then like not being able to get back with a Vara, but you don't even have Vara in hand yet. So I don't know.
So Linux crucially missing out on 5 damage could end up being the big decider of this game as Archive Curator comes down. Pop the Aegis on one and the other, just going for a double Aegis here. Oh no, just straight up silencing.
Okay.
Sure. Kamado doesn't have a way to pop the Aegis of the other one yet.
Maybe they just plan on harsh ruling and then channeling one of the channeling the one with the Aegis.
Yeah, and maybe this way, like the other way, you're in on. Although no, your opponent's not playing any backlash. Linux has 0 backlash in the 90s. So you have to even worry about playing around. But yeah, here we go. Champions bash in. Kamado goes to 13 and has a ton of options available to him.
All right, I guess they can still harsh rule this.
Yeah, Linux found it.
There we go. Okay.
A Lumen Defender, not exactly a great grab from the Chalice deck, but that's kind of the thing is Chalice is pretty heavily built on synergy. They don't have like crazy haymakers all over the place. We see the A space come out.
There we go.
I think the harsh rule's coming now.
Yeah, so but this still means that they're gonna get smacked in the face, going down to 7. Kamado's still like not out of the woods yet. Granted, the channel the Tempest, it will cleanly answer.
This Lumen Defender will go to 3/5 and opts to not cycle this Levitate to maybe try and find a second threat to buff up this champion.
Yeah.
Here comes the channel.
Okay. Oh, into another channel. All right.
And it goes and goes with the Amber Acolyte, saving the try and get the activation.
Thin the deck a little bit more. I think we're probably already at that point too, where Kamado just has enough power. It just doesn't matter. They're going to be able to chain as many things together as possible, kind of like we saw in one of the earlier games. Yeah,
and Lunix just not finding another Haymaker pair with this Lumen Defender, Withering Witch, Annihilate, the tools we were looking for. And now Kamado's just drawn so many. See here, Kamado's got 38 cards left in the deck. Lunix has 51. It's just all those Chalice activations and Channel Tempest coming out. And it's hard to keep up with that kind of thing. But Champion of Cunning's not a bad... Not at all. So we'll see if Felm will show no mercy here.
How do you like the Lumen Defender not attacking there?
I don't want to trade it with their Lumen Defender, so I have to Levitate, but I'd rather wait to use Levitate. So,
I guess
Defender has more attack.
But
this is that's a good draw 3 from Channel the Tempest, finding both Vanquish and Desert Marshal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess my thought was it just kind of takes them out of a draw, but I guess they already have so many cards in hand. Like, what are you actually doing there? Is it actually doing
that is a rough. Yeah. Denying card draw is not how Lunix wins this game. Lunix wins by somehow getting those last 10 points of damage in. But I don't, unless they draw something real good here, I don't see it happening. Vera's Favor is going to enable Witch to kill this 1/4 or 1/5. But Still has like double blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can see two chalices potentially come down to get the other 2 units out of lightning storm range.
It's this game just seems too far gone at this point.
Yeah.
Kamado found another island's choice, gets the Kothon down to try and get a clock to turn this around. Maybe, Vera, I think, is the way Lunix can win this game, is something like that big and that swinging where you're just building a huge board.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Lunix is going to have trouble winning this game. Lightning Storm does some a ton, though.
You save to levitate at this point just to be able to block one of the 2 flyers.
Yeah, something like that. Kamado finds a harsh rule. Well, just so many cards. Maybe you win by decking. I don't think that's going to happen. And there's the Vanquish. Takes out the last bastion of Lunix's defense.
Interesting to note, if a Lunix can actually go wide with Avara, there's only one more channel in Kamado's deck. And thanks to that Aegis that a Lunix has, I don't believe Kamado has another way of popping that Aegis. So
yeah,
you don't have to worry about reach.
Yeah, Avera could get the job done, as I've been saying. Lunix is holding on to this levitate, finds a steward to levitate. So that could cut down on this flying clock in the meantime. But of course, the Chalice marches on as Conrad healer into Chalice activation. Yeah. You know how it is. Let's see deck counts now. 20 to 46. Now 45. Getting closer to evening up that cards drawn.
There seems to be a disparity there.
Yeah. But let's see. What did a Lunix get off the question of the moment here? They're going to need some really good stuff to not die on.
All right. Withering Witch.
And Levitate.
Okay.
I think I would have levitated first. Wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't love drawing second.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, Lightning Storm was the only thing off the top there that kept him in the game.
So Chalice is up 2-0, but now Lunix gets to dig into their bag of sideboard tricks and pull out a gift for Kamado, among some other things. So this ain't over yet. Felon is capable of pulling off the reverse sweep here. Rain of Frogs, Zindal's Gift, Celestial Omen, and Sabotage are powerful cards for this matchup, but Kamado gets to bring in answers of their own to that and protect Backlash, Decay, more Island's Choice, all sorts of things.
Oh wow, they are already in their next game.
Yeah, they knew this matchup was coming. And we're gonna see how it all.
We'll get to see how they sideboarded live.
Yeah. No need to speculate as get into the action here.
Ooh, important to note, Kamado missing a Justice Source.
Yeah, no Justice Source right now, so the Amber Acolyte will fix it here. Played and getting a Justice Sigil. Over on Lunix's end, Island's Favor gets Primal up on their face. Second Shadow Source.
Okay. Why do you think we didn't see a Felon Bloodcaster last turn?
Lunix didn't have double Shadow yet.
Did they? Oh, I guess I missed it. Okay.
Yeah, they opted to Island's Favor before using Seek Power, so they didn't have the double Shadow.
Oh, okay. I must have just saw the Seek Power and then subbed in.
All right, so Kamado uses Wisdom to draw some cards, finds power there, gets the Chalice. Yeah, doesn't want to play out more units. Instead, wants to get the Chalice out. Lunix will use Vera's Favor to clear the way and try and keep the pressure up before Kamado can, again, turn this around as Chalice seems to love to do.
Yeah, but I mean, now you get to go Kothon, activate Chalice on Kothon. Oh, all right.
Nah, trying to deny a
shit.
Felon Bloodcaster.
I can get behind that.
Yep. So foregoing the Chalice activation, instead trying to keep your opponent from and getting something to bounce off. We'll see if the Lunix, plays the Withering Witch after. That's what we. Kamado doesn't have double justice yet, so can't throw. Temple Sigil doesn't do it either. We're going to see some Temple Scribe digging.
Ooh, all right. Well, we still need to find that. I was about to say, still need to find the Harsh Rule. Let's see that. Yeah, imagine the other Temple Scribe's going to come down here.
Yep.
There we go.
So, so Kamado did find another Justice Sword. Once Harsh Rule does show up, they'll be able to use it, but we just don't know when that will be. In the meantime, the Lunix going to mash that A and space, and we'll see what the follow-up is after this. Kamado thinking about blocking, and instead going to go with it.
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to block, I'm going to block that Withering Witch just to get it off the board, just in case. I guess they had already played their power.
Yeah. So now you get to Kothon, activate Chalice, and hold up Island's Choice here into the turn that a Lunix could cast Channel the Tempest, but instead plays out another Kothon and uses gets that Seek Power out of hand to grab the Justice Source. And, now the coast is clear for Channel the Tempest. If a Lunix has the 8th power, that's a big if, though.
Yeah, do you double block here?
Yeah, you can take 3, go to 9. Seems fine. I like just clearing out the random bodies, because these random bodies that seem unassuming eventually turn into threats because of champion.
Yep. That's what I was saying about that block and the reason why I like the block a little bit more.
So yeah, no channel there. Next, instead just drop Witch to kill one of the Kothons. They act. Now Channel the Tempest takes out Steward of the Path. Looking. That's right.
Wow.
And Azindo's Gift off the top. Kamado is on 8 power. So they'll be able to deploy some stuff here, and they already crucially have a challenge.
Oh wow! Just two Sandstorm Titans.
Yeah, 2 Sandstorm Titans. Big. Ooh. So and this Kothon still is available. Kamado's still sitting okay, but isn't the gift getting pretty good value?
Yeah, if we find a power, if we find a power, it's not lethal, right?
No, you need the channel. Yeah. But we do find power. It's just a question of, do you even play channel here? And it looks no. Steward of the Past comes out. You don't have to worry about your opponent ever having counter channel, as the Zindo's Gift takes care of that. So we'll see Kamado use a Chalice activation there, and then activate Kothon as well. They would be flying Sandstorm Titan.
Yeah, and I have to imagine that we're going to see the Protect come down on Kamado's face. Well, I guess it just pops it because of the...
Gift will just pop. So I think we'll see Protect on it.
Okay.
Now they use it on their face, and it goes away.
It just pops. All right, well,
I would have used it on one of my either Sandstorm Titan.
Or, actually, I kind of like just popping their Aegis with it.
Does that actually matter for Kamado, though?
If you go, I feel like there's a chain of draws involving multiple
Channel the Tempest
that makes that line seem better.
That's certainly a possibility. Titans continue to... The thing is, Titans die. Odd time. Sure. Then Kamado has control of the sky, so the Lunix kind of needs to keep these Titans alive, and at the same time, they're in trouble. Although they took a Titan from Kamado with the Bloodcast.
Yes. Yeah, but even still, you're going to be able to just chippity. Ooh,
Lightning Storm coming out. Did they find a witch? Oh, they found a Harbinger. So that finishes off Kothon. Doesn't kill anything else, though.
Also, this has been really the past several turns. Kamado, despite having all of this power and the chalices, have not been able to actually activate.
Odd.
those. Yeah.
I just think it's interesting they went to go storm instead of like double storm and kill that.
Yeah.
But that way you save a storm still for moving this harbor down. And now, Channel's going to kill this Titan. Skies are free, but yeah, and now the A space. Okay, so it's just all setting up that channel. Motto has not been drawing well since Gift was.
No, because that's what I was saying. There haven't even been any little creatures that they can try to start like chaining some things together.
And Annihilate
gonna wrap it up.
Ends it. Yep. Annihilate takes out the bird, and yeah, the Zyndel's Gift making Kamado discard a lot of cards. The Double Titan was scary, but nothing to follow it up means eventually on control to turn it themselves and take game number 3. So, as we said, the name of this match is Zyndel's Gift. Is that enough to turn into a 3-0 sweep? Well, it's at least starting that way. We'll have to see how the rest of this match goes.
Yeah, we're already in our game 4. Again, these players know what they're doing, know what they want to be doing, and are making it very clear as such. All right, so Kamado's opener. All right, I like Kamado's opener. You don't have... Okay, so they are deciding just to forget about Justice right now. Just go for that double primal to be able to Wisdom of Elders there. Looking over at Lunex's hand, if they find another power, all is good, right?
Yeah, it is interesting that they've been... It has some cool utility.
Oh, we missed you there, Rhino. What were you saying? It would be pretty cool if what?
Oh, I thought it was... I think it's interesting that they're keeping this Levitate tech in throughout the entire match.
Yeah, I don't... Like, at first I was like, oh, are they trying to pop an Aegis? But I don't... But that's not it. It's just... Maybe they think that they need that extra card draw that much.
Yeah, and just the evasion and spot.
Sure, okay. Yeah.
As we see, a Wisdom out of a Luna. And Kamado finds a Seek Power top Justice source. So pretty big sequence.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Lunix really needed that power. Finds the power that turn, though.
Ooh, and there's a Chalice.
Yeah, Kamado's in a pretty good spot right now. Not under too much pressure. The Chalice. Lunix gonna cycle this Levitate, try and dig for... And finds a Primal Sigil, gets a Champion of Cunning down now with Aegis. So
there we go. All right.
But Kamado's got plenty of ways to answer. Can either curate it or Desert Marshal, Island's Choice, or Protect. So many options here. And it looks like they go with the Curator Chalice.
Yeah. Just take a hit for 5. You know that there's nowhere even close to having the 5 Shadow influence to start buffing the rest of the team. Like you're getting an Annihilate out of the hand here.
Yeah.
It's all fine. Yeah.
Annihilate out of hand is one less Annihilate down with protection anyways. But it looks like instead Desert Marshal's going silent and get Chalice stowed up.
And 2 protects in hand for Kamado. Gift is going to be hard to get to stick. Kamado's going to... I actually kind of like just seeing a protect at the end of turn.
I don't know about that just because Lunix has so many ways to pop an Aegis. I realize you have a second one, but I think it's just such a low up that it's better to just hold up double protect.
They have the 3 Vara's favor, right? And I guess Steward of the Past. Okay, yeah.
Steward of the Past, Black Sky Harbinger, Vara's favor.
Yeah. Okay.
Just channel the Tempest.
Yeah, just leave up the 1 power then. That makes sense.
All right, Felon Bloodcaster found the Temple Scribe. So, not bad. And another Champion of Cunning comes down here, but not buffing up the board anytime soon, as the Lunix is still stuck a bit on power, although I guess Kamado has the same amount, and doesn't have that 5 shadow sources yet.
Yes, all right, Temple Scribe into Seat, leaving up a power, I'm guessing, for Protect.
Yep, gotta leave up that Protect. Cannot have an Azindel's Gift stick on you. So this Protect will always be left up. Lunix finds the Seek power to get another shadow source and tick up towards Vera and channel the Tempest. Lunix's hand, double Vera, channel the Tempest right now. They've got haymakers to spare, but Kamado has plenty of answers for maybe that can handle all of this, really.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, because I mean, like, yeah, with the multiple protects, theoretically could pop the Aegis on the champion of cunning. Oh, all right.
Using the Lightning Storm just to finish off the Temple Scribe and clear the other one, gets a Felm Bloodcaster out. And Kamado finds another Harsh Rule. All right. So Curator will maybe silence Bloodcaster. Yep,
Okay.
that's what we deny that card draw. And finds a Decay. So now you can actually get hit by Nazimdal's Gift if you want, because you've got the answer to it.
And you gain 3 life that way.
Oh, yeah. So, wow. Kamado's got a lot of resources here, but so does a Lunix, but pretty happy with the board they've got. Doesn't want to play a Vera or a Channel the Tempest here.
There's no real reason to, right? Force Kamado to make the move, play a Vara, get back your dudes, force them to make a move again, play the second Vara, and at that point, odds of them having even more stuff, not as good. Not as good. I'm not going to say great. I'm just going to say not as good.
Yeah, wow, another Champion of Cunning. Lots of stuff getting buffed up, but Sandstorm Titan keeping things grounded and double protect to back up those Sandstorm Titans means things are going to stay on the ground for a long time. Lunix needs to find a Nightmaw. I don't think a Lunix has that in their deck.
Looking for a little outside help?
You know, maybe a wish or something. Yeah. But instead, the ground is gummed up. Kothon activates. These champions keep buffing everything up. But to what end? To what end?
Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Anyone can see.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, like, once the dust settles, Lunix has Vera into a Champion of Cunning, Vera into a Champion. Like, this is a lot of stuff coming at Kamado. It's just Kamado has a lot of stuff in hand. I think a Lunix is eventually going to try and kill this Sandstorm Titan. But even once he does, all these grounded flyers just go up in the skies. It's not like Kamado has a shortage of flyers to block these Champions of Cunning either. And instead, a Felm Bloodcaster comes out.
Ooh. I mean, I kind of like what a Lunix is doing here too, right? With that Channel of the Tempest in hand.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay.
Double Harsh Rule coming out from Kamado.
Wow.
And Lunix is going to play a Vera. And that's going to force Kamado to start using Protects in a different way here. Double Harsh Rule. What did Kamado see that they wanted to reset this board?
I don't know. I thought he was fine. You had tons of jumpers,
and not only reset the board, but used 2 Harsh. Could have used some combination of Protect and Harsh Rule instead. Now that you have the Decay, you don't need the Protect for your face as much. Although I guess you still do for Channel Attempts and other things. But all right, Lunix reloads the board real fast, and Kamado needs to figure out how to deal with this. They can, but they need to be a little wise with these resources. Chalice does draw you cards, but it comes at the cost of using.
Yeah, and it is going to be. I think it is going to be interesting here to see if Lunix swings with the Vara. I have to imagine. I feel like you just leave them back, right?
The Vera? Well, let's see. A Titan comes down. I guess we're going to see the Channel try and hit Titan now, and then that'll get either choiced or protected. And then, do you swing with Vera? I don't think you do. You just let Vera value.
Well,
But it is an interesting question. Like you've seen how many Harsh Rules out of Kamado? Just 2?
2. Yeah.
Because it's like you can steward and get back another champion while this Vera is alive. Like the draw for a Lunix there is Steward of the Past. So Steward getting another Champion of Cunning, pretty big. Wow. Kamado uses Protect instead of Island's Choice, so Lunix gets to draw 3 cards off the.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that though.
Yeah,
I think the Island's Choice is
you just need it to kill something in case of emergency.
Yeah.
Deal
Whereas
with the
like
fact.
the protect, while it offers it like in that situation, like being able to actually stop damage, like the Island's Choice eventually guarantees that you're going to be able to stop some damage.
All right. Well, Lunix found an Azindal's Gift. Of course, Kamado has Protect and Decay for it, and finds a Desert Marshal here. So now Kamado's got to figure out, can I activate Chalice this turn? Do I have what I need already?
Are we getting... I was just about to say Channel to the Face. Yes, that's what I was saying. All right. Yeah.
Channel the Face, what? Hold up, Protect, and Island's Choice?
Yes.
But Lunix has Witch plus Vera's Favor here. And a ton of damage. But going for the Azindal's Gift instead.
Okay. So Kamado at a 16.
Oh, you still get the Vera's Favor and Witch. He has enough power to do it.
Wow.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Casual
it's
14 power. Yeah.
It's in addition to.
Whew. All right. Game
in addition.
5.
All right. So Kamado has Protect and Island's Choice up here. So Protect will, I guess, keep the Titan alive. But now if you're a Lunix, I think you jam in here, right? Your opponent has to block, and have Island's Choice.
And even if they rip a Harsh Rule, they still are going to, like, because they can't kill both units with Aegis. So even if they rip a Harsh Rule, like, they still need another way to pop the Aegis.
And you're out of Channel the Tempest for lethal. Channel Tempest can't do 14, and Kamado doesn't have enough power to cast double Channel the Tempest. So,
Vara takes it. Okay.
Yep, Vara gets eaten by the Choice, and one champion remains in addition to the rest of the board. Kamado does not have a heart.
Yeah, I
think we're going to see Desert Marshal pop an Aegis.
Desert Marshal pop an Aegis and then Channel the Tempest on it?
Well, I was going to say activate Chalice on the Marshal to try and preserve power, because if you use... Your other option is Channel the Tempest, pop the Aegis on Champion of Cunning, hope to find Harsh Rule, use Harsh Rule, but then your Decay gets discarded. You still have a gift on your face. Your opponent drew a bunch of cards. So I think you need to go with the cheaper draw here, even though you're seeing those cards. Because this gives you an out to still use Decay and Harsh Rule, but does not find the Harsh Rule.
Yeah, all right.
So Decay comes out, Titan comes down.
Okay.
But they are dead to an A space here.
I mean, you just play the Vara, get back another Vara.
You don't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
Again,
just to show.
Yeah, sure. But we're tied up 2-2. Azindal's Gift not being the key there. Instead, just Champion of Cunning being great. And Kamado maybe getting a little too trigger happy with that double Harsh Rule.
Yeah. I definitely agree. It looks like they are jumping. Immediately back in, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Kamado that game had double Protect, Decay, double Harsh Rule, and man, those Champions of Cunning. I think we saw like 5 of them that game. They just kept coming, and they're hard to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, it seems very important to try to get to that 5 primal as fast as possible, and then jam as many champions as you possibly can. Yeah,
it's not often you see Chalice in that position actually lose, but there you have it. As we go to the decider game, baby, Kamado's got double Desert Marshal, but doesn't have double primal yet.
Yeah, the double primal is not having double primal is a big setback. Lunix does have double primal.
Yeah, Kamado, just finding it.
Yeah, Kamado going to be able to play that Temple Scribe, though, which is pretty important. And there is the Seek power for the second primal.
Yep. So no primal issues for either, or not primal issues, but primal issues and power issues for either. No issues there. We're going to get to see them cast all the spells they want.
Okay. And there's the Decay, so now we don't have to worry about gift. Not that there's a gift in play at any, or I guess in a gift in Lunix's hand or in play. We're still a little early in the game for that, but having the answer for it already is pretty nice. It brings that peace of mind.
Yep. So Lunix gets in with the Titan, uses Vera's Favor just to take this Chalice target off the board. Kamado will have to use a Desert Marshal here if they want to activate Chalice. They might just want to use Wisdom instead, though, and draw 2, try and find that power.
All right. There's a harsh rule, and there's the second green source.
Yep, Justice is preserved for Kamado there, finding that goes back to a Lunix who drops a power and does nothing. Has a gift in hand, though.
Okay. All right. I kind of... Huh. Okay. No. I agree with that one. Yeah. I don't know what I was about to say there, but that is exactly what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah, right. Lunix has a Champion of Cunning in well, but didn't have the 5th Primal until right now, as Felm Banner comes off the top there. We see the Steward come in, get silenced, and maybe double block. See, probably just a Bounce City, though. No, double block is out. Okay. So Lunix gets to eat up a Chalice target, but Kamado gets to eat up a Steward, and yep, there comes the gift. We'll force Kamado to use Decay this turn.
Yep. Which is fine being at 6 power, and with that Amber Acolyte draw off the top. Be able to play that, get another power, and easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, Lunix didn't have anything like Sabotage or Rain of Frogs to clear the way playing the Azindal Gift, just hoping Kamado didn't have. Kamado did, and now just it's up to this.
Oh, God, but it's double activated.
It's double activated, but Kamado has Sandstorm Titan, and Desert Marshal, and Harsh Rule. And a Kothon that they can activate. So
yeah, but I mean, Lunix is the Annihilate to answer the Sandstorm Titan, so it's going to get at least 2. It's going to take still at least 2 cards in order to get rid of this Champion of Cunning.
Yeah, turns out though, a Chalice player with Chalice Act doesn't mind getting 2 for 1.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like they.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even make bad jokes anymore. This is bad. This is really bad.
We'll get in for 1 hit. Take Kamado down to 17, which follows it up to turn into a 3-1. But Kamado is, I think they're okay with that as they find a Wisdom the others for turn.
Yeah, do you just go ahead and Desert Marshal pop, Harsh Rule, play a Sandstorm Titan?
I think you're still pretty okay with the board state right now. Instead, just turn into the aggressor. As your opponent, you're at 17, your opponent's at 22. Yeah, and that's what we see here as Kamado takes to the skies and hits the A space.
Yeah, because you still offered double block. Well, not anymore. Not with that Annihilate.
Yep, Annihilate clears the skies in the other direction, and Kamado just holding up Wisdom here and Desert Marshal. So based on what they see from a Lunix, they'll deploy.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Kamado's. Okay, does decide to chump block here. Holding up Wisdom. Kamado going to Wisdom at turn.
Or we'll see Desert Marshal. But now that there's a second Champion of Cunning, which a Lunix got off the top, maybe something else. Notably here, a Lunix also drew a Zindal's Gift. Chose not to use it there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Instead, just trying to close out the game with the Champion. And looks like 1 will stick through this Harsh Rule, sitting at 13 attack.
Huh.
For some reason, the Desert Marshal popped the Aegis on the weaker Champion of Cunning. Not sure what that's about. But here comes Azindal's Gift onto Kamado, the great equalizer. We're going to see a double Sandstorm Titan again. Unless Kamado wants to get a Chalice target into.
No, I think I 100% agree with this line, right? You just trade with one of them, and then you still have a 5/6.
So Lunix needs to draw a Haymaker, Withering Witch would end the game. I don't think that's what we got, because we haven't seen a play out of a Lunix yet. What is the draw for a Lunix here? Is they're facing down a strong counterclock here. Yep, Felm Banner is it, and Otto gets to kind of reload the hand before it gets to again. No, they don't. Channel of the Tempest, not so good with this spot, and Island's Choice doesn't do anything either. But you still can A space here. I think if you're a Lunix, you have to take it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with this.
Playing to which being you're out. But it looks like Kamado might have this. What does off the Zavera, a Withering Witch, something? Attack.
That's a desperation swing.
Uh-oh.
Does he see the block? Oh, Kamado fan the line. There's a block.
Lightning Storm.
All right.
Concede.
Another lightning. Oh,
there it is. Wow, and a nail biter.
Yeah. Well,
Sideboard Gift doing work, but Sideboard Sandstorm Titan doing just a little bit more. Wow, what a finals.
Oh, I know. Seriously, congratulations to all the players in the ETS today, because you got to get free tournament practice for free. And congratulations to everybody that made it the top 8. You guys did fantastic. And congratulations to Kamado and Alunex making it into the finals, and then Kamado for, taking it home in a very tense 5-game series.
Yeah, Kamado taking that 2-0 lead, and we saw the power gift in this matchup, but couldn't quite get the job done. Decay being clutch in that last, but again, double Sandstorm Titan really gumming up the ground in some spots. So well played to both players, and I think to bring this tournament to a close, our lovely tournament organizer, the man behind the scenes making it all work, Rekenner, is joining us here in the booth. How are you doing, Rekenner?
Hello, Rhino. Hello, Mark. And hello, everyone out there in Twitch.tv land. This is Rekenner, your tournament organizer here. I'd like to congratulate both Kamado and Alunex for making it to the finals and guaranteeing their place in the Season 6 Invitational, which will be coming up at the end of the season, around the end of October. And a special congratulations to Kamado for taking the win. At this point, if you're realizing that, hey, they both make it to the Invitational, what's the actual benefit for winning? And that is series points to get into Worlds, which I'll talk about a little bit later. I'd also like to thank all the players and all of the viewers. If it wasn't for all of you, we couldn't be doing this. Putting this tournament and stream on every week is fantastic. I would also like to thank Miller Tool and Teehee, our producers. Without them, we could not be putting on this broadcast. And a special thanks to our graphics and co-contributors who make our jobs much, much easier. Specifically, Mengar for his tiebreaker script and image creation tools. And thank you to our video editor, X Kirby, who makes the weekly highlights that we use in between rounds of ETS. And a huge thank you to our Twitch subs and Patreon backers. They make it possible for us to have prize pools at our events. None of this would be possible without you all. Our $20 Patreon backers are Chuck Hurst, Easy, Chris Kearns, Andre Pokai, and Seek Power Gaming. And you can find our Patreon at www.patreon.com/RNG Eternal. And finally, thanks to our casters, SirRhino and Mark, aka Chibikawaii. SirRhino, would you like to tell us about yourself?
Yeah, hello. I am SirRhino, and while caster on the weekends, I stream Eternal during the days. Basically Monday through Friday, 1 to 7 Eastern time. I just do brews, do draft. I think we're still currently top 10 drafter as well, and just have fun playing Eternal, exploring what awesome decks are out there and how to make them better, or maybe sometimes worse, but better in terms of entertainment at least. So yeah, always feel free to stop by, and of course it's always a pleasure hanging out in the booth on these weekends in the ETS as well.
Thank you, Rhino. And Mark, how about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Mark, aka Chibikawaii. I definitely stream on occasion, but most of the time you're gonna find me here on the weekends casting our lovely Eternal Tournament series. But if you do happen to catch me during the week, definitely mostly stream Eternal. Sometimes there's some other games in there, and when we stream Eternal, it's a little bit more lighthearted. I try to play decks that the community brings me as well. Try to give some sort of pointers. How good those pointers are, who knows? But yeah, we just try to have a fun time. So if you see me streaming, stop in.
Thank you, Mark. And remember, everyone out there, if you want to play in the ETS, it's a free tournament with open registration. Full registration details can be found at rngeternal.com/ETS and in the Eternal Discord server in tournament info. We have the Season 6 Invitational at the end of this season coming up on October 28th and 29th. And then immediately after that will be our World's Wildcard Tournament and our World Championships with a $3,000 prize pool. Worlds will be taking place on the weekends of the 11th and 12th of November and 18th and 19th of November. The top 2 players of every weekly will make it to the Invitational, as well as a handful of other invited players based on overall strength of performance over the span of the season. As how to make it to Worlds, the winner of every Invitational and of our mid-season major will be directly invited to Worlds, as well as a handful of players based on their performance over the span of the entire year, with a final player making it in via the World Wildcard Tournament. Our 2 finalists, Kamado and Lunex, are both jockeying for series points to get direct invites. Lunex today put himself up to 12 series points, which is a fairly stable at this point showing for series points to get a direct invite. And Kamado earned himself up to 10, which is basically a lock on getting an invite to the World's Wildcard. And if he can do well in the Invitational at the end of the season, he would be a lock to make Worlds. And that's it for this week's show. We do this every week at noon Eastern, so click that follow button down below. We stream ETS every Saturday. We stream the ETS Team League, our new weekly event, starting tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Lights Out Ace streaming after the Team League is over. And then we have Miller Tool on Monday and Lights Out Ace again on Wednesday and Thursday nights. Once again, thanks everyone, have a good night, and enjoy the music on the way out.